Okay folks, I'm in Pennsylvania and I just caught my first open water fish of the season, March 18th. I'll probably post it to Instagram, but I'll also show you right now. Well folks, first open water fish of the season. It's a little bass from my parents' pond here in Pennsylvania. Happy spring. But what I'm really here to do is to look for suckers. Suckers spawn in the stream that is adjacent to this pond. It's probably not quite warm enough water-wise for them to spawn yet. It needs to be about 50 degrees in the water. However, I feel like maybe this is the time where they might be starting to kind of like move up in the streams and stage and prepare to spawn. I have some waxworms and I have a Spincast rod. Yes, the lowly Spincast rod. We've relegated it to children, to old men. The poor thing just has kind of been cast aside, no pun intended, as kind of like a novelty or a child's toy. I don't know if there's any practicality to it other than ease of use, but I got one at a garage sale for like $3, so that's what I'm gonna use. I don't know, it just seemed appropriate for suckers for some reason. So I'm gonna put waxworms, a little split shot, and just see if the suckers have arrived yet. So we are not at the creek yet, but I just wanted to show you this baby. This is the Bass Pro Shop Stampede 10, or 10 Stampede. It is a, well, the rod is a 5.6 medium action, and the reel is, I don't know, it's what you're looking at. You know, it's got the push button, the little drag thingy there. Yeah, I too have not really used one of these since I was a kid, so I'm excited, kinda. Also, I feel like if any other angler saw me, I might be a little embarrassed, but why? Who cares? Who gives a shit? Some old rotting waxworms that have been at my parents' house since Christmas. All right, Spincast. Don't really need to do anything but release the button. Swing it under the bridge here. Well, that didn't work. There we go. I don't even... Do I reel it like this or like this? I guess like this, because I don't know. Is it for a lefty or a righty? Maybe you switch hands with it like the pros. Back at the pond. I'm not sure if the suckers are there yet over at the creek, but since we already caught a bass here, we got the Spincaster over here with a wax worm, and then we're gonna play around with an inline spinner, almost like a Mepps Aglia. I promptly lost the one that I caught that bass on. Beaver splash, here we go. Rearing up, he's getting anxious. He don't like me. Beaver splash. Okay guys, I'm still in Pennsylvania. It's the next day. I think we're gonna have to wait like another 2 weeks on these suckers. The water simply is not warm enough. Needs to go up another like 10 degrees. But wanted to show you, so I'm back at the pond today. Just gonna do a little finesse fishing for bass and maybe throw that Spincaster in there for whatever comes up. But look, it froze over last night. That's right where I caught my bass yesterday. Thin layer of ice, so I've had to move over to the open water. Mother Nature, you crazy. Anyway, I have literally 1 hour before my wife and I head back home, so I'm gonna set a clock and race against it to catch something. All right, let's do it. Okay, got the clock open. I'm gonna set a timer for 1 hour. And go. All right, let's do it. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is just cast out the live bait or the dead bait on the Spincasting. Poor little Spincasting. Nobody. You know what, guys, if you appreciate Spincasters, or if you have something special to say, or an application for fishing that you can only use a Spincasting for, let me know. I could be wrong here. I'm really curious about it. Like, wouldn't it be amazing to see like a pro fisherman using a Spincasting and have some rationale for doing it? I feel like maybe having a float on this rather than a sinker could be better. Keep it in the middle of the water column, but whatever. There's always something at the bottom. Maybe we'll get a bullhead. Whatever. Okay, we lost the gold spoon that I caught the bass on yesterday, so we're working with silver now. Just got this whole beaver dam here to walk on top of. Oh, nice cast. Nice and slow. Slow and steady wins the race. These fish are lethargic during this time of year. That's what everybody tells you, right? That just lands on top of the ice. Then I can just drop it down. Here we go. Blink. That was a bite, I think, maybe. Or just some seaweed, pond weed. It's actually cool because I can cast onto the ice, and then it'll, you know, as I reel in, it'll just subtly slip off and drop down rather than make a big splash. So this could actually be good as far as not scaring the fish goes. See, now it's on the ice. We can just bring it to the edge and let it gently drift down. I feel like this might be a good strategy here. Use this unfishable ice to our advantage. Again, cast and slide. That's not a good one. No, 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 no. Damn it! Unless it gets stuck on the ice, then you're... Okay, stick with spinnerbait. Briefly considered spoon, but let's just stick with spinnerbait. Little rooster tail jobber here. Okay, so maybe these fish are a little lethargic, and I just and I didn't really like the action of that second spinnerbait, so we're gonna go with a small-ish jig. It's still way too big for this finesse setup, but that's okay. Who cares? I don't play by the rules. So let's just see how like a slow crawl off the bottom might entice them. I don't know what kind of jig it is, but there is a net bait paca craw, part of a net bait baby paca craw trailer on it. Hey, Spincasting. Okay folks, we're gonna finish it off with the famous Phoebe spoon. I don't think I've ever caught anything with this thing, and I also don't know if it's supposed to have a split ring or not, but I don't know. We got about 20 minutes. Looks appetizing. I'd eat it. Oh yeah, all kinds of action to this thing. Oh, I love the action. Oh my God, it wobbles, it wiggles, it twists, it turns. I think this is one that you want to twitch. Let it fall, reel in a little twitch. Let it fall, reel in a little twitch. Or just a straight retrieve. Seems erratic enough either way. Need the sun to come out again. Make this thing shimmer. Get their attention. Oh yeah, I like this thing. It's one of those like classic, famous lures, but I certainly haven't done much with it. That's, I think, a fish. Let's see. Let's see. Come on. Yep. Oh, yeah. And there we have it. A nice bass. Wow. Okay. Phoebe, you've done it. And before my battery died, I think. It's a good healthy bass. 1.5 pounds maybe. Don't have anything to weigh it. Or actually I do. Should we? Why not? Because it could be the biggest one I've caught out of here in the modern era. Let's give him a drink for a second. Just short of 2 pounds. 2.05. Take the weight off the gripper, it's like 1.9. But I'm gonna say that in modern memory, this is my PB bass from this pond. So get a good look and we'll release it. Set the record on March 19th, day before spring. Picture has been taken. Bass shall be released. Second fish of spring. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, fish like no one's watching. Peace. Okay, we're here, Tibbetts Brook Park. It's a really nice early spring day. I have a storied and difficult history with this place, but something feels good about today. Maybe it's the weather, I don't know. I'm gonna stick to finesse. I'm gonna start and probably, unless I get it snagged, continue with that Phoebe spoon that I caught a fish in my parents' pond because I like it. So let's hope for the best. Just kind of yo-yoing it again. Oh, I think we had something. Just keep casting out there now. That's a fish. Not too big. I think that's a fish. Yeah, that's a fish. I have my drag set really loose, so. Nice. All right. All right. Good little pound and a quarter. Pretty fat, maybe 1.5 pounds. Okay, so what I really, hold on, let me release him. Oh, I'm getting stuck, bro. There we go. So what I really like about this Phoebe spoon, if I had one word to describe it, erratic. All spoons have that to their advantage, but this one takes it up another level. Again, this is like a classic lure, but hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's good. Good to be on the board in Yonkers for the open water season.